Good morning and welcome to yet another LP. Yeah, I guess I have about 5 or 9,000 or a billion or 10 gazillions LPs going on right now, but why not? As long as I can make them, it's okay, right? It doesn't matter that probably no one is ever going to watch even half of them because there's just too many. But then again, doing a lot of videos all the time is how a lot of the greater LPers became greater LPers, so they must be doing something right, right? But, yeah. Riviera, the promised land. And this is just telling you all of the boring backstory to the game. Sorry about the noise that I'm making here. The story is actually pretty interesting once the actual game starts. This, however, is the proverbial unnecessary prologue, where any well-written story would probably be better off without its prologue, because prologues are unnecessary. And all of the stuff that you learn in this, you can basically pick up by playing the actual game for about 20 minutes. Well, maybe not just 20 minutes, because the battle system and all that other stuff can make it take quite a while, so this will probably be a pretty long LP. Starting, of course, at Chapter 1. I don't know why it's showing this map. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. Alrighty. So now we've got this guy, Letta, and Ein, or Ian, however you want to say it. The PSP version of this game has voice acting, and apparently they pronounce it Ein, so I don't know. I always used to call him Ian, so I might just stick with that, especially because I have spelled the name Ian that way myself. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I ripped it off, this game, but I changed it back to the regular IAN in my story. Now this game's kind of unique in that, well, it's kind of hard to explain too. Basically, your actions are based on just picking an item out of your inventory, and you can only bring 4 to any battle. Overdrive. Of course, every good RPG has an overdrive. Oh, Seraph. Letta's is pretty cool, I have to say. It's worth watching the whole thing at least once. Of course, that's not the whole thing, actually, because the overdrive bar wasn't completely full. But it had enough for him to use that. Yay, a potion! That was a jerk thing to say, calling me an amateur. Oh wait, I'm... Hector! Blah blah blah, let's report to Hector and tell him that they are in fact demons here. The beginning of this game is really slow. It becomes a lot more fun after the second chapter begins. Blah blah blah. We're just going to hurry up. I don't think there's anything to check around here just yet. Not till a little later. More demons! Ook ook! Well, of course we're going to fight. There's not really much value in running away. So I'm just going to take everything I have. Gotcha. Yeah, enemies have their own kind of overdrive meter, and I think theirs carries over between battles or something like that. Kinda weird. Ouch. I know this guy is going to... Oh, it's not going to do more damage, but... That wasn't that painful. And now it's finally my turn. Interesting how it kind of behaves. You can see that the Lorelei weapon automatically. Alright. It makes you use the potion this time. When you use the potion, you automatically use it on yourself. Letta's thing automatically hits, like, the nearest enemy, but its very last strike hits the one behind them, too. And you could see that earlier. Einer Jar, on the other hand, the sword that I've been using, the whole front row. Of course, there's not really a whole front row right now, but there will be once we get rid of this thing. Do 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 do. This really does take a while. Okay, I'm gonna start using fast forward a little bit, even though it's just the beginning of the game, and most people haven't really seen this game in action because it's pretty obscure. But who knows? You may just find that you want to play it once you've seen this LP. I saw an ad for it, but it was like I could not actually find the game anywhere. It's only gonna hit that one enemy. Which is kind of weird. For an overkill. I mean overskill. Not much difference. And now we're going to just finish off this guy, and then we can overdrive the crap out of the other one. At least that's the plan. Except no. is going to break out on us. You see how this game can get pretty long, because just this one battle is taking a while. And it's not always like this. Obviously, the first battle that I went into didn't take more than a minute or two, but there's kind of a variety in the level of importance in each battle that you encounter throughout the story. There we go. And little black feathers, just to add a little touch, of course. So now you've seen the full wrath of that overskill. That's pretty cool in my personal opinion. S rank, of course, because I'm the best. Of course they had no chance. And it's saying that anything except the special diviners has a limited number of uses. Alright, I have to go through this whole tutorial on how to look around at stuff, even though I already know how. Hasty. Because apparently that was a dead end. Except I have to check for it, but you can't check for it until after you've already gone back. Like a freaking... It says look! Wow! I'm looking! Blah 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 blah. So that's one weird thing. You can hold down B and it'll go make that whole thing go away. And you can just look at the cool scenery. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hooray! But you have to have trigger points. Which, it's not hard to get trigger points. Look, I have 8 already. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I know we're in a hurry. Don't apologize to him, apologize to me. I'm the one whose time is really being wasted. Ooh, a treasure chest. Except I have to watch a cutscene about them commenting on this area before I can do that. Of course I looked, it's a treasure chest. Why wouldn't you look? What do you get? Another potion. Isn't there somewhere where you... Oh, right. That's the next screen, I think. This game isn't tiny and it isn't huge either. But I tend to remember details about this game. Ugh. Blah blah blah. You have to get experience to learn overskills. And learning an overskill is pretty much the equivalent of leveling up.